Alright. Enough of the noise. If anybody heard feedback, I'm truly sorry. Excuse me while I blow my nose. Colds are a horrible thing. They really, really are. And I don't get it. Some days, the camera just does not freeze. I've had this up for over an hour, almost 2 hours, and this one hasn't froze once. So, restoring order. I'm waiting on some data over on my computer over here. Actually, how can you see that there? Over here. Or I guess I could point here. This one over here to restore some of the data so I can put the data back on this one. This guy here. This sad computer. We don't like sad computers. We like, we like happy computers. We're going to make this one happy by the end. This computer is almost happy. I'm going to restore some data here and then try and possibly reassemble the computer that this one is replacing, which is over here, because this computer died. So our data is ready to be restored. Oh, hey. Alright, these numbers never make any sense. That is not a real phone call. I don't answer those. They may call right back. They may not. Who knows? Coffee break. So, restoring data. Restoring order, actually, to the shop. We're going to try and get this computer reassembled, get stuff cleaned up. And then we'll have a happy computer, sad, and we have one other sad one over here that we're still working on. We're gonna make it happy again. We're gonna make this computer great again. Is that a thing? Can we make this computer great again right here? Back to my point. When messing with data, now true, I dropped this one, and this is a dead drive, so it's not like I'm showing you a good hard drive. But this one dropped. I tried to save it with my foot. It just barely missed my toe and smashed off the ground and made this drive 2 terabyte non-operating. Accidents happen. Luckily, all the data from that broken drive I just showed you, we have it in multiple spots. Actually, we have it in 3 other locations. So the only thing that we lost with that drive falling and smashing off the floor was, I think, the first 4 or 5 episodes for my podcast and the first few for the DTPC podcast. So we could download the MP3s, but we don't have the original high-quality, lossless WAV files. Now, back to the data thing. When moving data around or having to restore customers' data, if your computer, or if their computer needs to be wiped and reloaded, if you've ever bought a Seagate hard drive, you may have a cable like this, basically USB 3 to this proprietary USB 3 connector. Well, I guess it's not proprietary, it's just your standard USB 3 to USB Type A, but USB 3 connection. Or you can pick up one of these online, which is essentially the same thing, but it will work on all hard drives except for Seagate externals. This will work on, drives that are not in a case. Pick these up, Newegg, Amazon, anywhere online really. Gives you a way to interface with the drive. Another way to do it when dealing with laptops, and this is a way that I like, because I've found sometimes, depending on the controller that is in here, when you try to plug a drive in as an external and clone, like say you're going from a conventional hard drive like this that is in the computer over to a new hard drive, which is a solid state drive because the customer wants your customer, your client, your peoples, your peeps, they want an upgrade. They want to make their computer great again. Okay? Their computer's not great, and they want to make that computer great again. Going from conventional hard drive to solid state. When you have the conventional in the computer, plug in your SSD as an external and try to use whatever you use to clone. I've used for years. I used to get a lot of crap for it years ago. Acronis, True Image, has been my favorite for years. I've bought a few versions of it over the years. Now, I don't want that sounding like I'm an angel. I'm not. The first time I ever used Acronis, it was a pirated version, stolen, basically downloaded it online, cracked it, and I didn't crack it. Somebody else had cracked it, and I downloaded it and used it, fell in love with the software, and promptly bought my own copy. Acronis True Image, usually they make updated versions every year, every few years release them, and they are great. They have a lot of other useful utilities and software also. That being said, if you are an Acronis user, sometimes hard drive in your laptop or hard drive in a computer to an external does not work. In that case, what I would recommend, okay, and hopefully I don't hit any keys, what I would recommend is getting an OptiBay adapter. Basically, it's an optical drive, your typical CD-ROM in the side of your computer, CD writer, DVD writer, player, Blu-ray, whatever's in there. This is the same format for computers nowadays, and I do have an old IDE or PATA version of one of these. I don't use it too often because I don't have too many computers. I'm not faced with too many computers that have that old connection. They stopped using it years ago. They make these different thicknesses, so if you're going to get one, either get the thinnest one available or get a few different sizes. These two look close, but they are slightly different in millimeter. One is 7.5, I believe one is 9. Or yeah, 9.5 and something else, 11, and then you have the thicker one for older laptops. What this does is let you take and put your solid state drive or your hard drive that you want to clone your operating system to, or it's even a way to expand storage in a laptop. You have a conventional hard drive or an SSD in the computer running the operating system, and you want more storage space. This will go right into wherever your DVD-ROM is, your disk player, burner, whatever you want to call it. It will go right in there, and you can expand your storage to that, have more storage. You can even, most of them have mounting points to take the door off of your DVD writer. Clip your door right on there, so it does look nice and factory. Now, it doesn't pop open like a DVD player would, but it's a good way to expand storage, or in the case I'm talking about, when you want to clone your operating system, or even move a bunch of data. They come in handy. I like to keep a few of those around because the cable solution does not always work. Another thing I'm going to throw out there real quick is don't try, where's that drive at? Although it will plug in, you can plug one of these little cables into a 3.5 inch drive. Notice the size difference, 2.5 inch, 3.5 inch. Do not, you can do it. It's not going to hurt it, not going to kill it, but you're not going to power one of these big drives with this little USB 3 to SATA cable. You need to power the drive and then find a way to run the cable SATA data separately. So in this case, we're going to go ahead, quit gibbering jabbering on about this, plug this in and get the little bit of data this person had transferred over to their computer. Okay, mounts, unmounts. Let's move this out a little so we have some room. And we didn't get no ding or dong. Is it reading it? It did, but then it didn't. Yeah. Sorry, put it there. Alright. I think that's where I had it the first time. We're going to go ahead and restore the data here. This computer we will make great again tomorrow. We're not going to have time to get to that today. And there is my solution. Run as admin. Alright, we want restore data. Select our backup folder. Check out our 320 gigabyte drive. We're going to go down until we find this customer. Once we find their data, scroll back up a little. We'll go there and there. We got the green check mark, the go ahead, the green light. And this I already covered this. This is something that's been around for quite a while. If you like it, buy it. Support the developer. It's auto backup for tech, I believe. Auto backup for tech. There is a free version, but you can buy a new version that is much more compatible. It works great with Windows 10. That is doing its thing. It has not much to do. Are going to start grabbing this and hopefully get it reassembled. It will go there. We need, alright, that's there, that's there. Let's grab a screwdriver and start working on this. So yeah, those are the few ways. There are other ways to interface with hard drives when you're messing, or you know, upgrading a hard drive and you want to clone it over, or moving a bunch of data around. I like the OptiBay because you have the option of keeping your laptop looking factory by mounting the door from your DVD burner onto the outside of the OptiBay. Sometimes, and I've ran into this a few times, some manufacturers will slightly modify the mounting tabs on the outside, the door for the DVD burner, and I've run into the tabs being too thin and they don't fit the width of the hole when mounting into an OptiBay to hard drive adapter, but I've ran into the tabs being too thick and not wanting to go into the OptiBay and had to trim it down on the door, and that's only been a few times. More often than not, it has usually worked out. Alright, is that good? There and there and there. Looks good. Let's put this thing back together. Keep an eyeball on the time. 4:08, so it is about time to get here. We got about, what, 12 minutes? We can hang in there for 12 minutes, I do believe. I will take the time and finish. That's YouTube. I did go ahead and throw up the Cut Corners post. It's not magnificent. I have realized long ago that I am not great at writing, but I can usually get my thoughts out half legibly and part way intelligent. Here's the old post from April. I want to start trying to put more stuff on here and there. So yeah. And while I have the camera up, I'm going to go ahead and share this out on Facebook. I would love if people would come and check out. What do I want to say about that? No. Share on my timeline. Dang, that is an old post. So how do I share this stuff, people? That is definitely not what we're trying to share out. This is why I don't use social media, because it often does not work. So let's close that. Cancel. Oh, cancel. Leave. And we will go and check out the channel. Hopefully no sound comes through on this one and gives some harsh feedback. Yeah, social media is not my strong suit. I will say that now. I am not anti-social media. I'm anti-mainstream media. But yeah, social media is not my strong suit. I'm not very good with that at all. Live streaming. So that's going to take me back to the same page. Basically, I don't want to go there. I'd like to go to my channel. Is there a way to do that? Right? Nope. No way to do that. Okay. So dashboard. Yeah. Okay. So I have no clue how to find the live link. Well, I will work on it for next time. Anyways, that's basically where I got stuck at with some comments. Live streaming. Go ahead and throw it out here. Being that I'm already streaming, the thumbnail's dumb. I need to set a custom thumbnail. We're getting the infinity YouTube. These links here, share to Facebook, opens in a new window. When I click that, it brings up an old episode, and I'm not sure about why that would be. So that's why I hit cancel and leave. I wanted the new one. So let's just copy this link. We will go here. Hey, you're back with the dog. You're live on the air. How did your trip go?
They got so much construction going on over in the state, it's ridiculous.
Yes, you are live on the air. We're just doing a post real quick. I'm cleaning up a little. Now, I'll let people go check that out if they want to. I'm going to go ahead and close that and go back to that, close that, change the thumbnail. Alright. I don't know if it's coming across on mic. I had that horrible cold that everybody's getting for a little over a week. And just, when I breathe, whenever you're sick, you know how you breathe and you can just feel like it's, I call it a little raspy, or you can feel it all moving in your chest. That is, I hope that isn't coming across on mic. Kind of makes you like wheeze a little when you breathe. If it is, I do apologize. Alright, let's go ahead and remount this hard drive in here. Alright, can we move this across to here? Data has been restored. Alright, we will close that for the time being. Go back to our above. We have one screw. DC jack. Where is the other screw? One, two, and three. Okay, very good. Should there be a 4? I don't know. But we will find out. I wish I had enough viewers for this that I could do an online poll. Like, should we move this bench or not? What does everybody say? Move it, don't move it, tell me the answers. But I don't think anybody really cares at this point. That's fine. No. Yeah, I think there was 4. Let's look for 4. He probably fell off over here. One thing that never gets old and always is exciting. Not really, I hate it. But taking and you drop these little screws on hard floors. They love, even on carpet, in my experience, on carpet they will bounce for what seems like a very impossible distance these screws are capable of bouncing for. So now again, let me take a look here. Where do the wires go? They go through there. So under that, under. No, I don't believe that. I believe they do come up. So we're going to keep them up. Oh, that's what goes under. The hinge folds down and goes under. What's up? What is it? What'd you break, man? I'm just kidding. I know you didn't break nothing. That goes under there. Okay. Now, look at these three. What piece? Oh, okay. That part's there. All right. Thank you.
Alright, I'll be back.
Hey, somebody stopped in who, oh, we need to order a battery for
HP.
that blue HP that just left here for Mr. Tom. I think, do we have a model number on that thing? Do you remember what it was? It's an HP 17 something or other.
Yeah, which,
We'll get it tomorrow. No big deal. Alright. And why put together a computer that is broken? Well, you don't have all the parts flying around all over the place. One. Two, if the parts ain't loose and, you know, able to be moved at different times to different places, you don't lose them. So, not necessarily a great thing, but not a bad thing either, in my opinion. What's up?
they come pick that up then?
Yeah, he got all that. Yeah, so, yeah, he picked that up, and I forgot about his CD player here. I'm going to take a look at that probably tomorrow. I'm going to do it on live stream, actually, and make a complete ass out of myself. Messing with this. Yeah, if I'm going to do it, I figure I'll do it right. We, coming up tomorrow, everybody, we are going to be messing with a CD player. Probably not going to get it fixed, but we will give it that wants to watch that. That's gonna be the dumpster fire on Friday. Just stealing that term. Yeah, I know it's a term used on the internet, but stealing it from my favorite show online, Dumpster Fire.
You washed my bike that got stuck in the yard last night.
All right. Where's that part? Okay. Thanks, boss. Alright, so this unhappy.
Might gotta get on the building.
Alright. No. The one lady called Holt and said she fixed her printer. Right. You're going to the other lady for the tablet. Wi-Fi. Alright, well good luck with that. I am getting out of here briefly. When my get it and go alarm goes off in about 2 minutes, we're killing this stream. Which, if I'm smart, I'll get the phone out of my pocket now. Alright, we got both of them sitting there. So, back to the main point, sorry. Chaos. You do have to communicate with other people when around. See you, Frank. Yeah, I know. He won't associate with me unless I got food.
Trying to get the dog. We'll get it.
We'll get it. See ya. Alright. Yeah, just, why reassemble a broken computer? Well, it's better than having random parts flying around. And if you need anything from it, you know where it will be, for the most part. Where it should be, anyhow. Yeah. I guess it's preference. I guess you could strip them all down into separate stuff, but then if you ever need to reassemble or need a couple parts that go together after you get probably 15, 20 laptops in, you're gonna have a hell of a time reassembling that stuff. So, but stuff that's completely dead, yes, they will be stripped down. Plus, we don't know the future of this computer at all. Needs shot, launched into the air, hit with a shotgun like we're skeet shooting. But hey, that's opinion. That's kind of want, not so much a need. Okay, so I did indeed put a screw in the wrong spot there. as I did not leave a way to... Oh, you heard it here first. That is the get your stuff and go alarm. Anybody that's hungry, ordering pizzas, I will be doing that soon enough. We're going to stick this here. I will do this tomorrow when I have time. I don't have time to disassemble this whole top today. That will be on the agenda for tomorrow. Disassembly and move the one screw that's in the one spot. What did I say coming? Oh, tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow. CD player. It turns on, powers on, will not open up, and I did have it open and close a few times, powered it back down, but it's back to doing the same thing that it was doing. So we are going to go ahead and 0, 0, 0 all the way across, zeros across the board. That is good. We've made this computer great again. This one coming up, this sad computer, will be on the to-do list. Okay, let's move some of these icons out of the way. All they are is dead shortcuts. That one can be deleted. We will try and set up some of those so they know where they are. And we can unplug and put the external away. Hang up a few wires. This drive is in question. This is probably useless for the most part. Kind of risky throwing used. I mean, people do want a cheaper price sometimes, and really it doesn't make much sense with used hard drives like this, although some of them will take it compared to, you know, it's really up to personal choice. Do you want to use something used? Even something, you can have a bad experience with something used, you can have a bad experience with something new. I have got DOA or dead on arrival products both ways. That being said, tune back in tomorrow. We'll have a little bit longer stream. Dumpster fire, trying to fix a CD player. A little out of my element. It is electronics, but I'm not great with fixing all-in-one CD player units. Not real great. So tune back in for that. Thank you for watching, and we're gonna get out of here and go deliver some food. Have a good day, people.